Okay, so now we'll be working on plant B11. On first impressions, you might say, this is not a well-established plant. Looks like part of it died because of this empty space in the pot. And then, what incarnations is this growing next to it? Is it even the same plant? Well, answer is no. When I potted this thing, the pot this is one of the largest net pot I use. It measures about 5 inches across. I was speculating that the larger the pot, the bigger the plant. So I potted 3 plants together when they were about 1 inch to 1.5 inches, and all 3 fit snugly into this pot. Because I was propagating 2 different variants, I lost track of who's who. Because when they're young, they all look alike. So I thought I had all 3 plants in here of the same clone, but it turned out that one of the 3 plant, which is this big one, was unlike the other 2. No duh, huh? So I had dug this one up and potted it on its own, in its own pot. And this plant here, I'm not sure, am I going to leave it here or just let it go? But here's a very good opportunity to look at the size comparison between the bubble giant versus, this is supposed to be a Hummer, believe it or not. That's the difference between the B and the H. These are the only 2 clones or variants that I grow. The bubble giant is unofficial, but it's been used quite a bit around the within the carnivorous plant community. Both of these plants were potted the same time, same size, maybe a year ago. And the bubble giant outgrew its neighbor. Oh well. So when inspecting this plant, I'm going to inspect it as usual. It's a little bit unusual. So I'm not going to do a whole lot to it just to see what will happen. Who is going to outcompete who. But I will move this picture down to give it more room. Just a little bit. And then if I turn this over, this one is doing great. This little plant right here, I do need to move it out so it has room to grow. So I move it out this way. And if you look at it this way, I moved it out this way. And then underneath we have a few plants that's growing. They're not interfering or blocking anybody out at this time. So I'm going to leave them alone. A dead leaf. Okay. And then for this one, I'm going to leave this picture and let it grow. Because this is this plant. And when I decide to take this plant out, I don't want it to be lopsided on that side. It may not be radially symmetrical, but then who cares? It's a plant. my main focus on this pot, in this pot, is this plant. This is going to be its forever home. So I'll look at this, how things are growing, everything looks good, no complaints. Yeah, I'm not gonna do much with this one. It's looking good so far. Even when I do transplant or repot this, I'll see if I can get it on video. I'll do what I can. Maybe as a how to transplant or pot up a cephalotus into a net pot with nylon wicks. So as far as this goes, I think that's it. I'm good. So let's go ahead and feed it. I'll feed this pitcher first, and then I'll feed this pitcher. That's add a little bit of water to fill it up. Same thing here. And moving on to this little guy, I'll use a pipette. A little bit here, a little bit here, and that's it. Just chew. No need to overdo it. And also fill it up with the rest of the water. Surprisingly, they do absorb quite a bit of water from their pitchers. No surprise. Not sure if that is solely due to evaporation. Oh, this one seems a little bit dry, so I'll fill it up as well. What about this one? Yeah, this one's a little bit dry, so a little bit of nutrient, and top it off with the still water. There you go. All right, folks. What do you think of this? And then this empty space? Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe having empty space is a good thing. Like when people grow bonsai, the tree is not necessarily smack in the center of the pot. They're usually offset. So maybe this is a good experiment. How about putting a rock here? I don't know, folks. What do you think? Again, thank you for watching and have a good day.